Yeah, well, I am doing this really in honoring my people. Yes, poor people, the sufferers them, the ghetto people them, the dispossessed people them, the disenfranchised people them, whom if we look around we see most of them is in the majority of black people and Latino people. All right. So over the years we have been singing our music, reggae music, and passing on the message of the prophecy. Some people get it, some people still not get it. All right. But we did send a message. Some of our messengers and prophets and priests have passed on. So I'm doing this in honor of all of them too, my parents included, my family included, for all of us, because those who are now silent in the grave cannot speak. Of course, their spirit still speak to I and I. So, we know from a longer time that one of the cardinal rules in Babylon system is this. Their rule, even if it is unspoken or not, says this and means this. You obey us and you will live, or you disobey us and you will die. I mean, we will kill you. So you see, these days I'm not surprised to see even in Texas there, where they send one of their, I mean, young ones, murderous ones, to go into a classroom and to slay the children, kill the children, and then you have the politicians them a twist up things and want find excuse because them want to still stay up there in a Congress or wherever them a sit down or a stand up, still sucking the blood of the people continually because that's what they do. So in this techno-tyrannical society with scams and schemes, black and brown people, Latino people, should by now, over the years, understand how Babylon operates. They basically put some of us into what is known as a learned helplessness situation, wherein we have suffered so much, be dispossessed so much, be discredited so much, been demeaned so much, been denigrated so much, been disparaged so much that we now exist in an automaton state. Yes, man, wherein we have suffered so much to the point that we have learned suffering, and we are held as slaves within that invisible chains, because we did sing about it. No chains around our feet, yet we're still not free. That we are telling you from long time. So what you see is going on now in America, and them not gonna like what I say, but I have to say it because Allah Jah, God of all creation, is our protector and guide, and he will speak to them in his wrath and be vexed with them in his sore displeasure. So, this is a message that I have to send to the people. Yes, and it is rightly so, because we don't expect Babylon to like it. No, man, Babylon not go like it. For them belly full, but we must be kept hungry and worrisome and suffering. Yeah, man, for them belly full. And we did sing about that too. But from a longer time, we put all our trust in God. He was our protector and savior. We were perfected and protected by Jah. So extol him that rideth upon the heavens by his name Jah, and rejoice before him. I'm going to tell you something, and I want you to listen carefully. Listen to this. Pay close attention. All right? You will see a lot of preachers and pastors out there talking about, them preaching the rapture and preaching the last days and all that. We see that I come from long time, right there so in a trench town. I want to know to listen to this. All black people, Memorial Day, listen to this. And Onofe listen now, very carefully, really, concerning what me I say. Listen to what me I say now. Closely, carefully, and make it sink in your mind. Alright? Listen to these truths. When we sing certain things like the system set and all of that, we know. Listen to this. We don't know now how did we, if we did stupid, was able to still produce the music, come out with the music, under all them suffering and dangerous condition and ostracism and rejection and political gang warfare all around us at the same time, only by Jah protection and guidance were we able to do that. Prayer, and really trusting in the Almighty God. Jah, over all these years, extol him that rideth upon the heavens by his name Jah, and rejoice before him. So we come through. Of course, the enemies killed off some of our people, some of our messengers, our prophets and priests, and some very few die by natural causes, as they would say. However, as the world already knows and we know, the evil forces of Babylon is to kill them before they grow. Remember Bob told you that in song. Every time we plant a seed, which means say every time we have a youth, a young one for us, who will take up the message. You know what Babylon do? Babylon plan is to kill them before they can grow. Which means, say, if you plant a seed in the ground, and then you see it start bud up, and as soon as it bud up, you dig it out and destroy it. And the same thing we are telling you. Therein lies the message. Kill them before they grow. And that has been going on for a number of years. We have the true Trenchtown history of I, R.A.S. CARDO reggae creation. I know them a look on the copyrights now, And them a say, boy, but if a man have copyrights and the trademark rights in a Babylon system, then them have legal standing, yes, legally. Yes, them can defend it because of them own. Same system in a Babylon. give I and I the copyrights, and rightly so, because of course them investigate, them set of lawyers investigate and do the tracking and fact checking of I and I truths, alright, and nobody never do it before I and I, no one, alright, so that's supposed to show you something, knowledge is power, yeah man. And Jah guide us through all the tribulation. And even though some of us have passed on and the suffering still continues, in Jamaica, to our people, I've seen time and time again where the Rastafarians, them, the elders, them down there, are struggling to survive. Even after reggae became so big, and the Rastaman was the chief set of messengers them that distribute and make this music be known all over the planet. And yet still, them and them family are suffer. Yes, can you imagine that? That is how wicked Babylon is. Now in the United States you have, of course, because the US thing say dreadlocks is a style, it is a fashion. That's what them think. And you know, I see one of the Mali youths I try to explain that the hair and all that the other day, but them don't know. Them don't know. Them have to have certain wisdom and certain knowledge of a longer time still, and unless them really in tune with things, they would even know how to explain, how to answer that. But we taught Bob how to answer the enemy. Yeah man. How to answer them. But and if you notice when them ask Bob certain question and Peter touch, how them answer it. Me nah go show you that. Check out what them say and how them say. Alright? And we them learn that from. And me and this youth a junior Braithwaite, never forget him. And Gatti we just gone the other day. Yeah man, our family and friend and we protected Bob. Yes, protected him and protected one another. That's how tight and how close we was, brotherly, sisterly love. And that's exactly what him sing about. There is no song where Bob and Peter make and Bonnie that I and the other sisters and brethren they don't know exactly what was behind it, the reasons for it. So you can't go and read and listen to what people who don't know them and know the history behind the music, the real history behind the music. Because even one day Mr. VH1 do behind the music with Peter Touch. Them don't know. Them don't know, but them a listen to people wanna know. And them a put it out there. So you have blind and lead blind. And blind have it. A lie to blind. Alright? And a that a go on. But I and R.A.S.P.E.C.T, I'm here to make sure that the world get the truth. For the truth must swim like oil. Them wouldn't want to face me, you know. No, them wouldn't want to face me. Because you see, we have been to their colleges and all that, and yet still graduate, come out and know and study them and see how them operate. So them wouldn't want to deal with us. No, them afraid of us. Them would have liked to see we just vanish off of the face of the earth so that them can continue to lie and steal using our name and twisting up and stealing our works. Yeah, but them not going to get away with that, for we are going to call them out as we find them without fear and expect them to go on with anything, because these are now the trench town days, you know. We're ready when we're ready to go chant down Babylon. And moreover too, if them come with fire, we will give them JAH fire. Alright? So them can go and plan whatever them want to plan anything what them want for plan. For Jah is our guide and our protector. And we know, say, we must come through. We will walk through the fire because whatever them come with, yes, whether them guns and their bombs and them ammunition, we will prevail and we will destroy them. As we say in Jamaica, man a plan, but God a wipe out. Me I go say it again. The enemy, man a plan, but Jah I go wipe them out. Alright? Because we know that. Because Babylon, with the help of Jah, Allah Jah Rastafari, we will destroy them. Now, let me share this with you now. Especially some of them blacks we grew up in America, born and grew in America. You know, them completely miss the message because you see, over here, there is so much deceptions and distractions that Babylon system put in the mind. Keep them busy, keep them stressed out, keep them worrying, keep them depressed, keep them mentally agitated, and deny them certain access to certain things. Keep them stressed out continually so that a certain weakness will come over them and them can't even think on what is being done to them. Do you know what them call that in a psychology? Them call that a condition of learned helplessness. All the psychologists, them know that. Them know that term. Learned helplessness. Them bring them to a state of learned helplessness, which means them tire them out, them burn them out, them stress them out, them worry them out until them physicality become weak and tired. Them can't sleep, them can't eat, them get sick, them go in a hospice or wherever them go dead in an emergency room because conditions, them immune system get weaker. The food them what them a cultivate and a set and a sell in the stores them make them get even weaker. And when them get sick and them go to them certain hospitals expecting and hoping say, yeah, them deceitful doctors are going to really care for them, save them life. Wrong. I lie them I tell, cause them no realize what go on. Say the same hands where them fall in are the same hands where I go suffer them and send them on to an early grave. So you see the system set, alright? And most of the blacks them in America, some of them who decide to work with the enemy in a Babylon system, you see them things say, everything is hunky-dory for them now. And them no know say, the system set against them only will tolerate them to the extent that them can subjugate themselves to those who are controlling the system. I want you to look around you and see how much so-called celebrity blacks not say nothing at all when them see them one black people I get gunned down. I want you to take a closer look and try figure out how come them people here, some of them have access to the media and them can just come out and speak on behalf of the suffering, and yet them keep quiet. Now, why do you think them a keep quiet? Why do you think they are so afraid? Who must look upon that, even those who keep them mouth shut, because them are the ones we are gonna murder on too. Yeah, man. And them thing there, uno fi look pan carefully. The wealthy, yeah, I mean, politically connected, yes, and them type of people there, all right, as long as them can satisfy and obey them, then them will make them exist. But as soon as them discover, say, they might be wising up to certain truths, then them send them own man, them forget rid of them. And the black people in America don't even realize that from a longer time, so that is Babylon's main weapon of kill. Because, alright, ask yourself, I want all blacks in America to ask themselves, Latinos too, black skin, white skin, yellow skin, red skin, whatever, to ask themselves the question, how is it that a system where our blood, sweat and tears and flesh and blood build up for them, how come we don't have no share and part in it? So we build the system to it. Yes, we basically build the system to enslave ourselves. Can you imagine that? Over all these years, we have been building the system which enslaves us. Yeah, man, because we were building it for them, under for them structured plan, the system set by them. And we, some of us, never have the wisdom to figure out, say, boy, hold on. We are below our own death trap. And we don't realize that because you know what? We become distracted and deceived and disoriented. We become in a state of learned helplessness. And that is what they did to some of us, most of us. And now them a blame everything for mental illness. Mental illness after them teach them young ones. Figure out go kill off people. Them a talk about mental illness. Everything is mental illness. An excuse for everything. Mental illness. Because them want stay wherever them stay. Yeah, in the seats of power and control and murderous ways. Them want stay there and keep sucking the blood of the sufferer. We sing about them all these years. We sing about them and we talk about them. But Jah shall deal with them in the passage of time. Rastafari know. Yeah, man. I hope our people now open them eyes and see the truth. The truth must swim like Kyle.